Hey guys, Yuli, and I just have a really quick video. Yesterday, my crew and I, handful of us that do our weekly letting it all hangout, which is our weekly mastermind. We kind of touch base on a couple things. We go through a different topic every week. There's usually between 4 and 8 of us that do it, and we go ahead and publish it live just so everybody who wants to can listen in and interact with us if they want to. And it's been pretty successful. We've been on 37 episodes so far, so I'm really proud of that, and that's a huge achievement in what I'm developing as my brand and what the others are developing as far as their business goes, and letting the community know and let everybody around us and our audiences and our fans and our friends and our families what we're actually about and what we do. But yesterday we had a really interesting one. It was actually really deep. It was about letting negativity take over your mind, letting negativity seep in and control your life and control your day as you might have it. Today, here's a case study. So yesterday we went through this whole hour-long negativity, how to deal with negativity, how to work with negativity, how to work through negativity, and how the successful people in life not avoid negativity. Yeah, obviously they avoid negativity, but they don't necessarily, it's not like they don't experience negativity. Negativity is just there. It's not a lack of positivity. It's just something that's out there, and every once in a while it creeps in. And it could be in any form. It could be in the form of, something bad happened to you or your family, or you're just running into some unfortunate circumstances. And the difference between what most people do and the successful people do is that they have a way of getting their environment right, making sure that they're not surrounded by negativity all the time, that they're surrounded by positive forces. Two is that they realize and they can recognize negativity right away. And third is to be able to banish it right away. So today, case study, I had a pretty tough going today. One of my biggest customers, obviously I'm in the construction industry other than my online marketing industry. One of my biggest customers today got the entirely wrong load on one of his job sites, and he had painters set up to come in and take care of some material and stuff like that, and they wanted to get going this weekend. Here it is Wednesday. Now I have to come up with a solution to get him his real material tomorrow. Obviously there's no way I knew that this was going to happen. So my only thing to do is to correct the problem, find a solution, and move forward. The second thing that didn't go well today is I've had my Jeep in and out of the shop for the last week and a half, 2 weeks. They've been working on the same problem over and over again, and they seem to keep charging me. They keep fixing something that doesn't solve the problem, and it was because they wouldn't take it out for a test drive. And today I demanded that they get in the car with me, in the vehicle with me, and take it out for a test drive so we can go and actually hear what's going on, because they weren't taking the time to do that. That's the second thing. And then the third thing that went poorly today was, I don't know if a lot of you noticed, but AWeber crashed for some reason today. So I had three things that went completely haywire today in two different aspects of my life. Luckily, everything's good at home. Everybody's healthy. Nothing really damaging. There's three things I just have to come up with solutions for. So the difference between me, and there was a point about an hour ago where I was just, kind of right up here with my mechanics, my shipping department over at my company, and a couple other things where I could have exploded. I could have just went out and turned this thing into a completely bad day and harped on it and went through and just kind of went through it. Either go have a couple cocktails and start drinking early, which I'm glad I didn't do because I still have a lot of stuff to do today. I could have just flew off the handle and got on the phone and started screaming at people. I could have gotten on the phone. I could have just showed up with my mechanics all up in arms today about, hey, listen, fix this and do it this way. And then obviously AWeber, I can't really call Mr. AWeber and be like yelling at him. So there was a couple other options I could have completely lost my lid and just had a really bad day. But what happens when you do that is that the negativity escalates. If I let into that, if I gave into that emotion and that feeling and that anger and that negativity, it could have just snowballed out of control. So the important thing was to remember to be able to recognize it. And then, a lot of religions call that being enlightened, that you can actually recognize these thoughts in your head, that when they come in, they're coming in so fast that you have to be able to recognize and take responsibility for those as well. I mean, I could have done a little bit more work to make sure and clarify that my paperwork was exact, that I had maybe shown up on site before the contractor showed up on site to make sure that the material was there, so I could have taken advantage of it earlier. As far as my vehicle, I could have demanded, or at least been a little bit more, a little stronger suggestion on maybe somebody taking a test drive with me so they could actually hear the noise earlier. So first thing to do is I recognized that I'm responsible for what's happening today. Obviously, Weber, there's nothing I can do about that. That's just something that kind of fed the fire a little bit. But the other two scenarios, I could have totally given in, and the first thing I did was recognize them, recognize that I was actually starting to get a little aggravated, a little angry, recognize that and take responsibility for what I've done, or take responsibility for what's happening. So I take something away, like Jill Humphreys yesterday was saying how it's okay to have a little negative experience as long as you're taking something positive out of it. So I am. Today I'm taking something very positive out of this case study. And it was an unintentional case study, but case study nonetheless. I was able to recognize, take responsibility, turn it around, flip it, as Jill was saying yesterday, and use it to my advantage. So now I know, okay, my shipping department, I have to be more accurate. When I get big loads that ship to my really good customers, I have to be on site, make sure that the delivery is going right, make sure that everything's there that's supposed to be there, and take control of it that way. As far as my vehicle, just be a little bit more proactive about my vehicle and make sure that, hey, I'm taking care of my vehicle and making sure that when I do take it in for service that I'm there and I am telling them what I know instead of just dropping off my key and be like, hey, all right, there you go, find the noise, see ya. So, again, it's just a really quick video, really quick case study on negativity, making sure that you surround yourself with the right people. We talked about that a lot yesterday in our webinar, in our Hangout. Number 2 is recognize the negative thoughts. Recognize. Make sure you recognize and make sure you take responsibility for them, because you can point your finger at somebody all day, but it's not their fault, really. It's not. It's you could have done a better job. And number 3, just make sure that when you do experience some negativity, make sure you're taking something positive out of it. Make sure that you're turning it around. Make sure you're flipping it and you're taking some experience with you, so that when this opportunity, when this arises again, you're prepared and maybe a little bit better set up so it doesn't happen again. And then just don't let it control you. Control it. And that's what I did today. I felt it taking control of me. And I have a big ride this afternoon that I'm really excited for. It's a training ride for our race this weekend that I was almost to the point where I was like, I'm just going to go have a couple beers, and then I would have missed that. And I've got a big webinar today with Mark Hoverson and Aaron Parker, which I'm totally stoked about. Aaron, if you're watching this, and Mark, if you're watching this, totally stoked about that. So I was able to, control the situation, work through it, listen to some good tunes, put some good on, sound in my backyard with my dog, throw the ball around, listen to the air, listen to the trees blow, listen to the birds. And that really does just take that negativity away. I learn from it and I move on. It just goes to show that the stuff that we were talking about on our webinar yesterday does make sense. It works. I'm living proof of that. So just make sure that you're surrounding yourself with the right people, the right environment. Make sure that those negative thoughts, stay away as much as possible. When they do seep in, recognize it, take responsibility, get them out of your system, go do something else, get them out of there, recognize it and get it out, take responsibility for them. Don't point fingers at anybody, and just make sure that if you haven't seen the webinar yet, just go and check it out. It's on parttimebusinessbuilder.com. You could definitely, it's on there. It's a YouTube video. It's also on my YouTube channel, and I'm sure Jill and Scott and Sandra have it on their pages if you're watching this and you are on their lists. But other than that, it works. The stuff really works. I'm glad I was able to take responsibility and move forward and get over it. And now I'm better. So I'm going to have a great day. I'm going to have an excellent afternoon. I'm going to go out, ride my bike, go pick up my Jeep, pay them the money, pick up my Jeep, go ride my bike, go kick some ass out there on the trails, sweat it up, work it out, then get back here, take a shower, clean up, make some dinner, and get ready for my webinar. Because things, what did I hear today? Life doesn't happen to you. Life happens for you. So life is happening for me. Life's happening for you. So get out there. Enjoy the rest of your day. Sorry for ranting. I just wanted to make sure that you knew that stuff that we talked about yesterday really works. All right, guys. See you later. Have a great day. Yuli, parttimebusinessbuilder.com. Get over there. Check out some of those Hangouts. We're having a blast doing them. All right. I'm glad we can do them for you. See you later. Bye.